Hi, I'm Rob Demarco, and welcome to Viking Football Rewind. Over the past 75 years, we've been lucky enough to have 5 coaches here in Winthrop coach the football team, from Coach McFarland to Coach DeFelice to Coach Fusillo to Coach Driscoll and now Coach Cadigan. The culture of football in Winthrop is rich and diverse. Growing up in town, I remember hearing the stories of my uncle and my father playing football. I remember going to the Super Bowl in 1983 at Foxborough Stadium, playing with my friends under the stands, running amok during the 80s, until finally I played myself in the 90s and was lucky enough to play in 2 Super Bowls. Now I have the pleasure of taking my kids to the games, and it's really a part of life, and it's a part of life for a lot of people in this town. And we have 75 years worth of football film that's not being seen anymore. So we decided to bring you some old game action that you could see and relive some of the glory years of Winthrop Viking football past. Without further ado, here's your first game.
Vikings Football is brought to you by WCAT volunteers and by the following businesses. We're pleased to thank and welcome back Century 21 for their second straight year of Vikings Football 89. Century 21 Harbor Real Estate at 2 Revere Street, McGee's Corner. Whether you're selling, buying, or renting, call us first at 846-7420. Century 21 put number 1 to work for you at 846-7420. We also welcome back Boyd Insurance Agency Incorporated. For all your insurance needs, whether they be home, life, health, auto, or boat. Boyd is an independent agent working for you. Boyd is at 2 Revere Street, above Century 21, at 846-9728. Boyd Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 846-9728. WCAT welcomes Viking Oil, now located in their new building at 120 Bank Street. Viking Oil is a leader in Winthrop business and pledges 24-hour service to Winthrop. You should not have to pay full price for full service. Viking Oil, dedicated to Winthrop's Viking spirit. Call Viking Oil at 846-4361. Now available for delivery in Winthrop. Nature's purest drinking water. Berkshire Spring Water. From mountain springs of the Berkshires. Positively no additives. Analyzed every week. you can't find any purer water. An enterprise of Viking Oil. Call Berkshire Spring Water at 539-0700.
Number 10, David Talent. Number 26, Michael Krayenvenger.
We are just about set to get underway. Not that great of a kick. Matarazzo will take it at the 30, picks it up. And it's a Colin
Chris
Boyd.
Matarazzo returned the kickoff. Thornton brought him down. First down, Vikings.
They will mark it
Ball is at the
around 36 yards, 37.
37-yard line.
Another game is underway here at Miller Field.
I think Classical's got a relatively small team over there compared to our team.
We didn't get their weight and height measurements, but they do have a small team as far as rosters are concerned. Again, Larry Bronya sitting out a one-game suspension for getting thrown out last week. Talent gives to Krayenvenger. What else is new?
Michael
Across the
Krayenvenger got
40-yard
the
line.
call.
You'll see Krayenvenger get the ball more this week since Monteleone's out.
I see Wong filling in for him.
Yes.
Second down, 7 Vikings.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Just underway, 10:37 and running here in the first quarter. Let's have it 2nd and 7. A little bit of movement. Flags will come down as Krayenvenger takes it around the right side.
Michael
It's across the
Krayenvenger
45.
carried it up.
Up
Penalty
to the
markers
48
on
of
the
Winthrop.
play.
And now we'll check out the flags. Classical was in the neutral zone.
Offside infraction against.
They may decline that. It just looks like it's a first down from here.
Offside Classical
It is,
decline.
and it
First
is.
down Vikings.
They're going to keep it on the ground probably the whole game. That's what they're best at right now is the running game.
Although Talent is improving from week to week.
He's shown a lot of improvement in his passing skills.
1st and 10. A pitch back to Krayenvenger. Breaks across midfield
Michael
in the Classical
Krayenvenger, the ball
territory.
carrier. Vasui brought him down.
Gain of around 5. And one of the Lynn Classical players is hurt. Some of the Winthrop folks are over there to help them out. Now, while we have the chance, let's run down some scores and recaps from last week. As you saw, we hope here anyway, a thriller at Miller Field as Danvers ended their 15-game losing streak, coming from 21-7 down. Beat the Vikings on a John Crowley 30-yard field goal with 7 seconds left. And they win at 24-21. The big game was over at Bertram Field in Salem. Lynn English had been averaging 35 points in their first 3 games. The Witches were able to shut that down pretty well. In fact, Salem was able to break out on top early as Mike Giardi hit Adam Angelopoulos for 25 yards. 25 yards.
32, PB 13.
They took a 7-0 lead
Lynn
there.
English 20, Saugus nothing.
Bulldogs came back in the next drive going 69 yards in 16 plays, highlighted by Damon Morris's 5-yard run on 4th and 5 from the Salem 15. English quarterback Alex Napoleon scored in the end with a 1-yard keeper, but the 2-point conversion failed, so it was 7-6 Salem early in the second. We'll have more on that game a little bit later. 2nd down and 5. Vikings have it at the Classical 48. Again, Krayenvenger.
Mike Krayenvenger.
Gets a couple. In the fourth fourth quarter of that game last week between Salem and English. Todd Gilbert's 1-yard run capped a 70-yard drive to give English a 14-7 lead
47-yard line.
after Mike Holland caught Napoleon's two-point conversion pass and stayed that way until the last minute. Salem's Scott King recovered an English botched snap on the Witches 33, but English came through on defense, and they managed to hang on. The final score on that one, 14-7. English remains undefeated. Salem now falls to 3-1. Talent rolling out to this side. Got hit as he pitched it back to Crayenventure. Crayenventure across the 40. Butted heads with Lex
Michael
Thornton.
Crayenventure, the ball carrier.
Knocked him out of bounds, but not before Crayenventure got the first down.
This is one of the first times we've seen Winthrop's option play. Just about getting, right before getting hit, Talon passed it off to Graham Engineer. He was pretty much off.
Getting rid of the self-defense more than anything else.
Yeah.
First down with the Vikings.
It's a 1st and 10 for the
Ball is
Vikings.
at the Lynn Classical, 36-yard line.
Bowler English, they played Saugus last night and they won 20-0. And it was highlighted by a 70-yard run by
So they're
Damon
now,
Morris.
they're now 5-0.
5-0 now.
And Super Bowl contenders in Division II. Again, Crayenventure.
Mike Crayenventure.
Marking it on the Winthrop side of the 35. Gain of 1, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Well, the total yards mass right now goes to Graham Engineer. I don't think anybody else has gotten the ball.
I don't think so. You get right down to it. Why wouldn't you give it to Crayenventure?
Yeah.
2nd and 9. Allen bumps into Davey, but Davey got the ball.
Jimmy Davey carried.
Mark comes to the 32 of Classical. It'll be 36. 7.5 to go in the first quarter.
3rd down 6.
Talon is always going to the sidelines after every play.
Starts to run over there as soon as he gets rid of the ball. On 3rd and 6, Naone goes out left. Talon may get the first down. He does. And
David Talon
who knocks him out of bounds.
First down.
Smart running by Talent. Was looking to pass and just went straight over.
He had a hole big enough.
First down with the Vikings. Ball is at the Lynn Classical, 20-yard line.
Well, if they were expected to beat Danvers last week, they'd better beat this team this week.
Lynn Classical is undefeated. Sorry, undefeated. They haven't
English
won
is
this year. English is undefeated. Classical hasn't won this year.
Winthrop should be 2-2. They send Davey in motion. They hand off to Crayenventure. I don't think he got the ball. He did fumble it. And the Rams get it back.
Lynn Classical has recovered the Vikings fumble.
Right as he went down, the ball just popped out. Good hit.
I don't think he ever had control of it. When I saw him hand it off, he had it down at his hip. Not a bad drive considering, but you got to hang on to the ball.
It was inside the 20.
At the 18. So Classical gets their first chance. B.J. Boyd is the quarterback. We can call him Ben, right?
Ben Boyd.
Didn't look like they were too clean on
Benny
that
Boyd
snap.
carried. Jeff Naone
It was
brought him
Naone that
down.
brought him down. That didn't look like a planned play.
No, I don't think so. I think he tried to pan it off and he just couldn't and he just ran.
And they go to the hurry-up offense here earlier in the first quarter. And off to Will Lemon
Will Lemon carried.
on the right side. Got out close to a first down. It is 3rd and about a yard shy, a little less than that. And again, Classical back to the hurry-up offense. Trying to catch the Vikings defense short. This is Jim Resendez. Brought down by Naoni. Brought down by Naoni, Luongo, Sedano out there.
Naoni, Luongo, and Sedano combined to bring him down.
Close enough for a first down that they will measure it. So we'll check some other action last week at the Manning Bowl. Adam Mott scored a couple from 1 yard out in the middle of an 18-point third quarter as Beverly has an easy time of it against these Lynn Classical Rams. I didn't write down the final score. Forgot to put the final score.
Well, Beverly won.
Okay. Sorry about that. Beverly beat Classical last week. That's stupid. It is short of a first down. Fourth, about a foot maybe. Classical will go for it, deep in Winthrop territory. From Jackson.
Jackson carried.
They give him the first down. Referees wave the chains ahead. And Luongo is down.
Seems to just be badly shaken up.
There you see our score. We are in the first period here at Miller Field. 5:25 to go. Luongo off. Now he's back. He's got to come off for one play, doesn't he? If he's injured.
Timeout with the
Well, the
Vikings.
Vikings will call timeout and talk it over. Well, local businesses, Channel 3 is offering your company the chance to sponsor the Winthrop High Varsity Game of the Week. This highly visible position will bring your business to the attention of over 5,500 homes at least 3 times a week. Underwriting Winthrop High Varsity Sports is cost-effective and is a community service at the same time. Channel 3 is a non-profit corporation dedicated to improving Winthrop through community access television. And you can also underwrite selective games such as the prestigious Thanksgiving Classic. For more information on how you can be a part of the action, get in contact with Mark Kelsey at 846-3400. $5:17 to go in the first quarter. Classical has it, first and 10 of their own 29. Winthrop just got through with their first time out of the half.
Winthrop keeps a 5-man front.
And off again to Will Lemon. Comes around this side, and he's got a little bit of room. Nibla chasing after him along with Palmer. Palmer wraps him up. Genovese there to help out, and he's out at the 35.
There's
So
a
is the
flag
official.
down.
A flag came down? Yes, it did, at around the 45.
There are penalty markers on the play.
Looks like one of them is signaling face mask. It's a clip on Classical, so that'll bring that back.
Clipping infraction against Lynn Classical.
K-Brew is down.
That happened behind the play. James K-Brew is down. Other games going on today. Beverly hopefully is bringing Danvers back down to earth up in Danvers. Marblehead's up at Newell Stadium in Gloucester. Swampscott is up at Bertram Field playing Salem. And of course you're watching Lynn Classical here at Miller Field on Channel 3. Well, Swampscott and English now are the only 2 undefeated teams in the Northeast Conference. They start locking horns on the 28th of October. Last week, Swampscott. Okay, I'll repeat the games for today for Jim Lederman. Beverly is at Danvers. Marblehead at Gloucester. Swampscott at Salem. And we are here. That's for Jim Lederman. They're helping James Kebrew. Is that how you pronounce that name? Kebrew?
K-Bro, maybe.
Kebrew.
K-E-B-R-E.
Limping badly, favoring the right leg. They're going to pick him up now.
Seems to be his left leg.
Now it's one of them. Maybe he can borrow the crutches from that cheerleader over on the other side. First and 10, 5:05 to go in the first. Classical with it on their own 39.
Keith Durant will come in as a center in place of K-Brew.
Boyd hands off to Will Lemon, who got nailed from
Will
behind.
Lemon carried. Eric Johnson brought him down.
Oh, what a hit.
Second down 11, Lynn Classical.
And lost one there, second and 11. Dave Clark on this side, wide. Jeff Boyd on the far side. Ben Boyd is the quarterback. Flags come down, they may have taken too much time. They did.
He's second and 16 now.
Back him up 5 for delay of game.
Delay of the game penalty between Classical. Second down 16.
Second and 16. They don't send anyone wide. Now here comes, what's his name, Dave Clark on the near side. Second and 16. Boyd going to throw. Being chased out. Genovese misses him. Luongo chasing after him, and Sedano
Boyd
get him out to
carried.
42.
Carmen Sedano brought him down.
I wonder if these referees are informed of how rough the game last week was with Danvers.
Yeah.
And maybe they're told to watch it. Classical 3rd and 8 from their own 42.
It's only 3 left this week compared to 4 last.
Maybe the 4th one thought it was at Manningville.
Yeah.
The Beverly game, one guy did. He came to Winthrop. Boyd again just dumps it out to Dave Clark.
I don't know what kind of play that was.
Black carried. Luongo brought him down.
At the 45, 4th and 4.
Fourth down 4, Lynn Classical.
Carmine Sedano goes back deep.
Benny Boyd in punt formation for Lynn Classical. Sedano is deep for Winthrop.
He started out in punt formation.
Timeout, Lynn
Boyd was taking
Classical.
punts before the game, and he is an incredible kicker.
He started walking back toward the line like he was going to make another play. That's Classical's first time out. Both teams now have 4 to go. Other scores from last week at Stackpole Field in Saugus. The Sachems ran off 15 points in the final period thanks to George Karavetz's 75-yard touchdown run and the 65-yard interception return for a touchdown by Chris Mikulski. Saugus improves to 2-2 as they beat Marblehead 29-21. Checking in with the Patriots. Weren't exactly up against stiff competition, but they played winless Somerville. Somerville played like they were 0-3. Revere got 2 safeties, as Somerville lost 2 snaps out of the end zone. JoJo Giordano rushed for a couple of touchdowns, and Revere improved to 3-1 by beating Somerville 32-13. That rounds out action for last week. 4th and 4, Boyd back to punt. Line drive to Sedano, chasing back for it. Gets it at the 18 and slips. Jerome Jackson knocks him down at the 24. 23, they mark it back there.
Last night was JoJo Giordano's night. Rivera played Peabody, won 32-13. JoJo Giordano had a 53-yard run. He had a 5-yard run. And he practically kicked everything else, too.
So what are they now, 3-1?
They're 4-1 now.
4-1. Looked like it was going to be easy on Thanksgiving Day. It may not be. Talon looking to pass on 1st and 10. Hits Sedano at the 30. Up to the 35.
David Talon's pass
by
complete to the 23, Calvin Sedano.
Good patience on the part of Talon.
Waiting for Sedano to get open. And they get the first down.
First down Vikings at the Winthrop 36-yard line.
You see Talon coming back with the play from the bench. Next week we go to Bertram Field in Salem. Next home game November 4th. That's a 2 o'clock start. This is Davey. Out across the 41-yard line. November 4th game is against Marblehead. That'll be a 2 o'clock start here at Miller Field. That's after daylight savings time ends. So we are going to be messing around with sunset.
Yeah.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. As we close to the end of the first quarter. Remind me to read the sponsors this week.
Oh, you didn't read them last week?
Yeah. I remembered them after the 3rd quarter. Brian Venger gets the first down, close to midfield.
Carry.
From the 48.
First down Vikings, ball is at the Winthrop. First down Vikings, ball is at the Winthrop 48-yard line.
The rest of the schedule for next week, 2 games on Friday. Danvers at Lynn Classical, and Revere is going to be at North Quincy. Next Saturday, as I said, will be at Salem. Lynn English goes to Marblehead, Swampscott at Saugus, and Gloucester goes to Beverly. That's next week. Talent to Crayon Venger again. Breaks across midfield, breaking tackles. One of them was Genovese. Almost he gets his way out to the 40. It's a first down, but flags came down.
Michael Cranbench carried. There are penalty markers on the play.
There's another classical player down.
And another penalty on Winthrop. That'll wipe out the first down. Holding on Winthrop.
Holding. Holding infraction against the Vikings.
Injured player was Lex Thornton. The 10-yard penalty makes it 1st and 20. Half a minute to go here in the first. Cranbench did a nice job breaking tackles.
His life is breaking
One
tackles.
of them was his teammate, Tante Genovese.
I wonder how Genovese feels right now.
1st and 20. Talent fakes to Cranbench, rolls out to this side, dumps it for Naone, and was tipped.
David
Intended for Naone was too high.
Intended for number 23, Carmen Sedano, incomplete.
It was
Naone
tipped.
was practically open.
So it's 2nd and 20 with 10 seconds to go in the first. 6 seconds, actually, as they knock it down. Officials keep the official time in the field. Talent again to throw on 2nd and 20. Goes over the middle. Looks for Matarazzo. Almost intercepted by Colin Boyd.
David Talent's pass intended for Chris Matarazzo, incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and 20 when we start the second quarter. We have come to the end of one, and our score, nothing.
That is the end of the first quarter. There is no
and the
score.
Vikings. WCAT sports coverage of Vikings Football 89 is being sponsored in part by Century 21 Harbor Real Estate, put #1 to work for you. By Boyd Insurance Agency Incorporated. Boyd is an independent insurance agent working for you. By Viking Oil. For many years, Viking Oil has been Winthrop's home oil leader, providing 24-hour service. And by Berkshire Spring Water, direct from the clear, bubbling depths of pure mountain springs. Our donors support Winthrop Community Access Television, TV, by and for Winthrop, and make it possible for us to cover Vikings Football 89 from here at Miller Field. Please thank them and mention you saw them here on WCAT. Third down and 20. Vikings have it in their own 41, just about set to start the second quarter. Alongside of Martin and Ed, I'm Joe Murphy. Here at Miller Field for week number 5. You watch the cheerleaders. And again, we thank Harbor Real Estate, Viking Oil, Berkshire Spring Water, and Boyd Insurance. 3rd and 20, we're underway, second quarter. Talent back to pass, can't find anyone, makes a run for it, got brought down from behind.
David Talent carried.
James Cabrew, who is back in the game.
Good job on the secondary. They just shut down the whole Naoni and Matarazzo.
Cabrew? Cabrew. James Cabrew, anyway, he's back.
Chris Palmer in punt formation for Winthrop.
4th and 23 or 22, I can't read it. A couple of lights burnt out, but anyway, 4th and long. They're going to kick it away. Chris Palmer is in for Larry Bronya, who's sitting out a 1-game suspension. Jerome Jackson.
Jackson returned the punt.
They mark it at the 34 for Classical. That's where they will start at 1st and 10. That's our score. We're in the second quarter.
First down Lynn Classical.
Boyd calling the signals out for Classical. Resendiz across the 35.
Resendiz got the call. Craig Wilson brought him down.
You can notice the size of Classical's offensive line to our defense line. You'd be amazed.
They look a touch bigger, don't they? The information on our raffle, you can get the tickets at Brown's Drug Store at the Center Beauty Shop. Also at the Trestle Stop on Pleasant Street. Chances are 25 cents a piece to benefit the heating fund so we don't freeze during the winter. Boyd mix up in the backfield. There's a fumble. The officials give it to Classical. Well, whoever came up with it had it between his knees. Will Lemon was the one recovering it. I think Boyd was looking to hand off to one player.
3rd down 12 Lynn Classical.
And they just missed and tried going to somebody else. So it's 3rd down. Was that 13? A couple of lights out on the scoreboard. 3rd and 13. From the Classical 31.
You're going to send Clark deep.
They Leone sacked. Ben Boyd couldn't find anybody open. Leone gets him down to the 21.
Jeff Naone has brought down Ben Boyd.
And they will have 4th down at about 24.
4th down Lynn Classical. The Lynn 22-yard line.
On the 22, they've got to get to the 44, so it's 4th and 22.
Ben Boyd punt formation for Lynn Classical.
Boyd will boot
Carmen
away.
Sedano is
back
deep for Winthrop.
They pitch it back to Boyd. I don't understand this at all. Art Brown was the up man on the punt.
The low one brought down Benny Boyd.
Trick play didn't work.
We have seen a couple of weird
First
plays
down with
already,
the
haven't we?
Vikings. Ball is at the Lynn Classical 19-yard line.
It is no wonder they have lost so many games with plays like that. Look at this guy in the crowd. I thought Raymond Berry's coaching this team. Well, English is handing the Vikings an opportunity.
It's classical.
Classical, I beg your pardon. From the 19, 1st and 10, they pitch back to Crayon Venture.
Come on, Michael. Get outside.
Crayon Venture across the line of scrimmage. They have gotten the first down. It was knocked out by Jim Resendiz.
Michael Crane Venture, the ball carrier.
The speed is just too much for the defense.
It is a 1st down.
First and goal, Vikings
That's
at
a
the
9-yard
Classical 9-yard line.
Look for another Craig Avenger run.
No big surprise, really. Guess who? Around the left. Breaks a couple of tackles to the car. Touchdown!
Michael Crane Venture has scored the Vikings touchdown.
6-0
The
Vikings.
score, Winthrop Vikings 6, Lynn Classical nothing.
But there's flags down. Nick's going to come back.
Holding penalty against the Vikings.
He's holding against Winthrop, so that wipes out that. Backs them up to the 16, 2nd and goal. Forget about the run by Crayon Venture. First and touchdown, it's the 16. Again, it's Crayon Venture. This time around the right side. He got grabbed from behind by Jeff Boyd.
Michael Crane Venture carried the penalty markers on the
Taken out of
play.
bounds again, more flags down. One sitting at the 16, where the line of scrimmage was. And Lederman seems to think it's against Winthrop, but it's offside against English Classical. Got to put these teams in different cities.
English has won a game. Classical hasn't. Just remember that.
Yeah, we've seen Classical. We've seen enough of Classical. The penalty now brings it to the 11.
Offside
I really
penalty
don't think you
against
can
Lynn
compare classical and English together. It'd
First
be-
down 11.
Guess who they play on Thanksgiving Day? So again, first and goal to go from the 11. Again to Crayon Venture. Grab from behind, they can't get him down. Touchdown, LC flags down. We got to play off without a penalty, it looks like.
Michael Crane Venture has scored the Vikings touchdown. The score, Winthrop Vikings 6, Lynn Classical, nothing.
So Crayon Venture gets one that counts this time.
Davey will do the shoot change and come in to kick.
Classical only themselves to blame on that weird play when they were
Jim
punting
Davey
it
will take the
away.
extra point.
Davey will add the extra point.
Kick is good, we score. Winthrop Vikings 7.
It's good.
Nothing.
So it makes it 7-0 with 6:49 to go here in quarter number 1. Quarter number 2, I beg your pardon. And somebody for Winthrop was hurt on the extra point attempt. You see who that is?
Craig Wilson,
Craig
I think.
He's had problems with his feet before the first couple of games. WCAT is strictly a volunteer organization. Winthrop citizens such as yourself take the WCAT production class and volunteer to produce community programming. They're here to show you a different personal view of Winthrop and to give Winthrop people a voice. Thank the Channel 3 producers whenever you see them. They do a tremendous job. They really do, because they want to and because they care about Winthrop.
It looks like he might have to be carried off by a couple
Kennedy
of the
and
players.
Coney, Crayon, Benger, and Luisi are out there.
This could be a major injury.
They carry off Wilson.
Two of their top players right now are out.
That's the third time something has happened to his leg. Those are the people to make it happen that you're reading right now.
Jimmy Davey kicking off for Winthrop. Jackson and Resendiz are deep for Lynn Classical.
Vikings out on top 7-0. Mike Crayon Venture, an 11-yard run. 6:49 to go here in the second. Davey is set to let it go. Goes out of bounds to 32.
They'll kick it over
He
again.
will do it now from the 35, right. Sun breaks out too.
Gorgeous day here in North.
Jim Lederman, that mic doesn't work, so you have to use mine if you want to check in with us.
Tremendous performance by Michael Crayon Venture. Brought back memories of Mark DiGregorio, Steve Rubin, some of the great Winthrop backs, all power, carried a couple of kids into the end zone. A very determined captain looking to lead the Winthrop Vikings to their first home victory of the year, and a beautiful afternoon here in Winthrop.
Started out cloudy, but the sun comes out, as you see. And of course, the voice of Winthrop Vikings football since 1970, Jim Lederman. His column comes out Wednesday in the Winthrop Transcript. Hope you pick it up and take a look at it after the game. Davey this time from the 35. Again comes over this side. Boyd letting it bounce, goes out of bounds again.
They'll kick it over. Does Davey got on the kicking shoe or the running shoe?
Yep. He's got one black and one white, so he must.
Yeah, he's got the kicking shoe on.
This time from the 30. Again, our squash raffle will tell you about that. We're raffling off a Blue Hubbard squash turkey and holiday basket. Chances are 25 cents a piece. The drawing will be on November 11th. Tickets are on sale, I think, out in front of our truck right now, although I can't see it. but you can get them at Brown's Drug, the Center of Beauty, the Trussell Stop in Pleasant Street.
Jim Davey kicking off again. Jackson Resendiz deep for Lynn Classical.
It goes to our heating fund, so we don't freeze this winter. Buy many, many of them.
Unless you do want us to freeze.
Let's see that. Davey gets a better kick this time.
He drops
Fumbled
it.
by Jackson.
There's like two people trying to
Still
catch
can't
it.
pick it up. Again, this is Jackson with it. Trying to come around this side. Palmer grabs him around the way, strikes him down behind the 10-yard line, and a late flag comes down.
Looks like it's against Winthrop.
Personal foul against the Vikings.
That was out of my view. I'm not sure what happened over there after the tackle.
I'm guessing, but I would think it might have been a late hit.
Personal foul against the Vikings. First down in Classical. Ball is at the Classical 25-yard
Played
line.
Winthrop this season so far. A lot of personal fouls.
A lot in last week's game alone.
I think there were 4 of them last week.
One ejection, which is Branya. Branya should be back next week in Salem. Boyd hands off to Jerome Jackson.
Jackson got the call.
Didn't get too much.
Chilo Wong brought him down.
Looks like they'll spot it at the 26. 2nd and 9, gain of 1.
Second down, 9 Lynn Classical.
Again, Jerome Jackson tries to hop over the
Jackson,
line.
the ball carrier. Chilo
So far
Wong
this
brought
quarter,
him
they haven't
down.
gained too many yards.
Vikings will take another timeout. They'll
Timeout
leave them with
Winthrop
3.
Vikings.
5:47 to go in the second quarter. Vikings out on top, 7-0. If you have a question or comment about WCAT programs, if you'd like to know when a program is scheduled, call us at 846-3400. Sun ducking in and out of the clouds today. A little bit warmer than it was last week.
Yeah.
Alongside of Mark Nanette and the rest of the cast and crew of Channel 3, I'm Joe Murphy. We're here at Miller Field for week number 5. Vikings taking on the Lynn Classical Rams after a heartbreaker to Danvers last week. .5:42 to go in the second. Classical 3rd and 6. Boyd goes over. He's hit the Guaro. And Mike Crayenventure sniffed that one out.
Boyd's pass complete to Brown. Mike Crayenventure brought him down.
Another original Classical play.
You would think after they try a couple trick plays, they'd give it up.
I'm not sure if they're trying to fool Winthrop, but
They're not.
they aren't doing it right now.
Ball is back at the 22. Classical has it 4th down and 18. They're setting up
Boyd
in
in
punt
punt formation
formation.
for Classical. Sedano is deep for the Vikings.
And I stress they're setting up.
I'm pretty sure he's going to punt it this time.
Kind of a high snap. He does let it go, and it's shanked over to this side. Ball's in the near hash mark. Nibble it. Run away from it, Bobby. And they will down it at the 49.
Landed about the 36 and just took a nice classical balance all
I
the
thought it
way
was going
over.
to come out of bounds the way it was coming, but it stayed in play.
Good high kick though, gave Classical a chance to get down there. Wilson's still on the sidelines.
Sitting on the bench with an ice pack on his left ankle. That is Salemi, who will take over the center duties. Talent to Sedano, gets a hold, right up the middle, comes over this side. Boyd tries to get him out of bounds.
Diamond Sedano picked up the Winthrop first down.
The first we've seen a Sedano run.
First down for the Vikings. Bill Salemi taking over for Craig Wilson. I think I called him Salome early on in the season.
Oh, you did?
Apologize for that. I did. You probably heard about it. First and 10. Vikings lead 7-0 from the 33 of Classical.
Michael Crayenventure carried.
Up to around the 28. Heading toward the end of the first half. 4.5
Second down,
minutes to go.
5 Vikings at the Lynn Classical.
have a second
28-yard
five.
line.
We'll see another Crayeventure run right here.
He faked to Crayenventure and give to Sedano. Sedano got one nice block up front, but
Diamond
Chris
Sedano
Vizio
carried.
up to the 18-yard line. It's another first down, 4:02 to go. As they stop for the chain gang, now they run it. First and 10. Again to Crayenventure, bounces off a pile.
Michael Crayenventure carried.
Got down to about the 12.
Second down, 4 Vikings, the Lynn Classical. 12-yard line.
There again, you get a look at our sponsors who make Vikings football possible here on Channel 3. Talent again, hands off to Crayenventure, again up the middle. No problem, reaching for the goal line.
They're going to give it at the 1.
Crayenventure
His knees hit
carried.
right at the 1.
Vikings take another timeout.
Time on with the Vikings.
Crayenventure's pretty close to breaking 100 yards already here.
About a half a yard short.
They seem to be making up for what Monteleone has given to them.
As you see them talking it over on the Viking bench, WCAT provides a variety of services to the community. You and your group can help WCAT by informing us well in advance of community bulletin board announcements or video coverage events. Channel 3 relies on fundings from individuals, corporations, nonprofit groups, foundations, state agencies, and local businesses. Support WCAT, Community Access Television in Winthrop. It is first down at about half a yard as Crayenventure got it inside the 1 yard line.
Don't make fun of my baby. That's my baby.
2:56 to go.
Let me guess, Crayenventure?
Bet my house on it. Crayenventure dives over the top. Touchdown, Crayenventure!
No flags this time.
Michael Crayenventure has scored the Winthrop touchdown. The score.
Makes it 13-0.
Winthrop Vikings 13, Lynn Classical nothing.
And Davey setting up to change boots again. Out of Nimblett's hold. It is up. Almost blocked, but it made it through.
Extra point is good. The score.
Vikings take a 14-0 lead in the second quarter.
Classical nothing.
With 2:50 left to go. Before the second half.
The obvious problem right now with Classical is their defensive line.
There are the Viking cheerleaders. Let's see if I can find them in here. There they are. Their names are Jennifer Lombardo, Wendy McLean, Terry Boncory, Kristen Vecchia, Nadine Serra, Stacey Carroll, Cara Fother-Gill, Fother-Phil if you're reading the program. Heather Forrestal, Robin Giamboni, and Colleen Christopher. Captains are Jennifer Graham and Kelly Shea. I wonder if she knows about that. How do you say her name anyway? Father Gill?
Father Gill.
Father Gill. It's Father Phil in there. But the band parents certainly do a nice job putting that program together nonetheless. Referees are charging Winthrop with a timeout because they were huddling over this side. You can see in the bottom corner of your screen they're discussing it with Fusillo. That's their last time out. There's a personal foul penalty against Classical, so Davey will kick it from their 45. Winthrop is out of timeouts because they're not supposed to be huddling after a score like that. That's what the referee had to say anyway. Low squibber. Jerome Jackson. Up the middle, bounces off a couple of tackles, doesn't get by Naoni and a couple of his friends at the 30-yard line. More flags come down late.
And there's a Classical player down. Oh, got the wind knocked out of him.
Classical will have it from their 36 when they resume after they attend to the injured player. You can't really see his numbers.
It's a face mask against Winthrop.
Five-yard. Accidental 5-yard face mask penalty. Saw him briefly attending to an injured Lynn Classical player. Channel 3 would like you, like any nonprofit group, depend on donations, grants, and local support. You can become a supporting member of WCAT and help the local volunteers who bring you such fine shows as Bill Flaherty's Footnote, Remember When, Edward Rose Snow, the Christmas shows, and Vikings Varsity Sports, of course. For limited time only, you can join the WCAT family for $20 and receive the new Kitty logo coffee mug. Other membership benefits include the WCAT newsletter and special invitation-only events. Call 846-3400 right away and be a part of what's happening here in Winthrop. While I was reading that, you didn't see who the injured player was, did you?
No.
Some things are more important in life. First and 10, 2:40 to go in the first half. Classical in possession. Boyd pitches over to Jerome Jackson. Jackson loses Palmer.
Jackson carry.
Long gets him from behind. 49. It's a first down.
Long, come on, bring it down.
That stops the clock for Classical. I have them with 4 timeouts left. It's a first down. We've got 2:26 and running in the first half. First and 10.
Another option.
Boyd carry.
Longo brings him down just as Boyd gets
Stephen
across
Longo brought him
midfield.
down.
They did the same play just on the other side.
Referees stop the clock. We have hit the 2-minute warning with 1:57 to go. Ball at the Winthrop 49. The clock running again. Second down, 8 for Classical. Nothing Vikings. They're in the lead. 2 Crane Venture runs. Play got underway, but they blew it dead.
Penalty markers on the play. Illegal motion against Lynn
Penalties
Classical.
against Classical for illegal motion. That'll back them up to their own 44.
They don't got much time left to do anything.
1.5 minutes to go. Second down and 13. And the clock begins to run again.
But they do have the timeouts on their side. They got 4 left.
That's according to my count. Don't trust that.
It's a WCAT count.
Classical has 3 wide receivers to this side. 110 in running. They hand off. Will Lemon almost had his ball stripped. Now it's fumbling. Brian Venture passes on it. Brian Venture at the 48 for Lynn
Michael Brian
Classical.
Venture recovered the Lynn Classical fumble. First down Winthrop Vikings.
Vikings have 1 minute and 3 to go. They have no timeouts.
Look for some short runs to the sidelines.
We'll get to see how good he is with 1 minute to go. 1:03 left before the half. Talent the pitch to Crane Venture. He may throw. He does. He's looking for Naoni. Deep downfield. Just off his fingertips.
Michael Crane Venture's pass intended for number 82. Jeff Naoni incomplete. Second down 10 Winthrop Vikings.
Go back to
Ball
the
is at the
48-yard line.
Classical, 48-yard line.
56 seconds to go. Vikings out in front, 14-0. Again, they have no timeouts. One was called because of they huddled on the near sideline after a score. That leaves them with nothing.
And they had taken 2 in a row before that.
Talent again, got grabbed, spun around, made it out
David
close to the
Talent carry.
45.
The clock will run.
46, 43. Ball is at the 46. 40 seconds to go in the half. And running. Third down and 8. 34, 33. Talent.
Got it yourself.
Rolls out. Throws for Sedano.
It's an incomplete.
David Talent's pass intended for Colin Sedano incomplete.
He short hopped it. It stopped the clock anyway. 25 seconds left. The problem is it's 4th down and 8. In high school ball, as in college, they stop the clock after the first down. They get the chain gang set. There's 23 seconds left. Again, the officials keep the time on the field. There is a gentleman running the scoreboard next to us.
They're going to punt it off.
Chris Palmer in punt formation for Winthrop.
Palmer will kick it. Jerome Jackson is back deep. The punt again sails over the head of Palmer. He is back to the 25, and he falls down on his knee, but they don't call that. He gets swarmed under at the 26.
Chris Palmer
And
carries.
Classical.
They'll get some good field right now. They got 13 seconds left.
Timeout in Classical.
And they do have now 3
Now they have
timeouts.
3. They took one just now. So with 13 seconds left, Classical has it 1st and 10 on the Winthrop 27. (14-0). You see our score. Classical does have 3 timeouts to go. Here's Coach Fusilla. Classical breaks.
He told me that if they lose this week, he's going to go hang himself. He just wants the whole Winthrop, everybody from Winthrop to know that.
Boyd goes back to throw.
Listen,
Here comes Naone. Hey, back at the 46.
the half will run down. Naone kind of redeeming himself for dropping that pass.
Excuse me?
He's kind of redeeming himself for dropping that pass. Incredible sack.
The officials are signaling, I think, that there's 1 second to go. The scoreboard clock did run out. Since no one is running off for halftime. Dono, Nimblett, and Talent go back deep. Setting up and around the 25. Ball is at the 47. It's 2nd and 28, but that's academic. There's 1 second left here in the half.
Still have 4 guys going deep.
3 on this side, 1 on the far side. Boyd high up into the air. Batted around.
Boyd pass
Ball's
is
incomplete.
That is the end of the first
Should do
half.
it for the end, for the
Winthrop
first half.
14, Lynn Classical nothing.
Wasn't very pretty, was it?
No. But Winthrop did have the ability to capitalize off of Classical's weird plays.
Classical calls some really strange plays as you watch the Vikings march back toward the high school. I don't know where Classical's going. They're going off to the right side here. Well, it is Mike Krayenventure with an 11-yard run and a 1-yard run. The 11 one came at 6:49. The 1-yard run came at 2:50, both in the second quarter.
I wonder if anybody told Classical, yes, they do have a locker room to go
Yeah,
to.
they're setting up at the far corner over there. Jim Davey adds both PATs, and our score at the half is 14-0. Vikings are out on top. For Mark Nanette, I'm Joe Murphy. We'll cut out and let you enjoy the halftime show. We'll see you at the start of the second half. Shotgun place over there, so they can do it.
We have the Splits of Jackpot ticket. The winning ticket number is 759576. 759576. Pick up your winning cash at the Alumni Club stand. 759576. The lucky Split the Jackpot winner.
First half of Vikings Football 89 against Lynn English has been sponsored in part by Boyd Insurance Agency Incorporated. Boyd is an independent agent working for you. And by Century 21 Harbor Real Estate at 2 Revere Street at the East Corner. If you're selling, buying, or renting, call us first. Century 21, with number 1 to work for you. We'll be back with second half action. The score at halftime, Lynn English 27.
Larry Barker, ball received by Greg Lashua. Not made by Dave Luisi. Richardson Pennington follows the Winthrop 47 yards. inbound at the 1-yard line. English takes over. First and goal to go. Ball at the Winthrop 1.
They only had 9 guys. There's a penalty to take it.
One of the tackles we're missing. What are you missing? What do you need? Yeah, let's get in there. Get out of there. We need a linebacker, is what we need. Guess what? You just done defensive time before. Yeah, put 4 in it. Come on now.
Made by number 77, Derek Brown. It is 2nd and 13. That is the 2-minute warning. There are 2 minutes left in the ball game. As we know, it will be 3rd and 16. Made by Carlos Williams. Brian Barrett. Dave Sabasa. It is 4th and 16. Wagner kick, the ball going out of bounds at the English. At the English 42 yard line. It was first and 10 English, followed their own 42. Williams carried. Stop made by Mike Daniel and Sean Baltimore. It is 2nd and 12. And that was the final play of the ball game. Final score, English 40, Winthrop 8.
Second half action, Davey. What's that, the 4th time he's kicked one out of bounds now?
These are the actual stats for Crammage. We had 14 carries for 80 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 fumble. It was pretty close to 100. Certainly the most he's probably gained in 1 half from this year.
So Davey will back up 5 more, and we'll do it from the 35.
34 for the year.
Brian Venture has 434 yards for the year, we're told by Jim Lederman. Place of the Vikings, whose column comes out every Wednesday in the Sun transcript. Hope you pick it up. Davey again from the 35 gets a better punt away this time. Now the second half is underway. And it's Jim Resendiz who got tripped up by Salevi.
Resendiz returned the kickoff. Billy Salemi brought him down.
They mark it at the 31. And Classical will get it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Classical white away uniforms trimmed in green and gold, defending the goal to our left. Vikings home blue and white off to our right. Ben Boyd is the quarterback. Hand off to Lemon. And he gave it away to Boyd again. Boyd across the 43-yard line.
Boyd carried for Classical.
Lemon got that, ran into a couple of Viking defenders, and then gave it back to Boyd, who was able to make something out of it. And that's something being the first down, and a gain of 12 out to the 43. That's where they have it, first down and 10. As again, the sun breaks out.
Another shovel
Another
pass.
one of those shovel passes. This time to Jeff Boyd.
Jeff Boyd carried. Bobby Nimblett got him down.
From behind by Nimblett. interesting to watch them discuss the situation at halftime in the far corner over here, underneath the scoreboard. Classical.
They stayed out on the field. They didn't go away.
Hope none of them had to go to the bathroom.
Why do you think they're so pumped up right now?
2nd and 1. Classical on the Winthrop 48. 10 minutes to go, third quarter. Give the Lemon.
Billy Lemon got the call.
And Lemon gets the first down.
Brought him down.
Vikings football is being sponsored in part by Century 21 Harbor Real Estate, Boyd Insurance Agency, Viking Oil, and Berkshire Spring Water. Our donors support Community Access TV, TV by and for Winthrop. Please thank them and mention you saw them here on Channel 3. Boyd pitches it back. Jen Resendiz
Boyd carry.
Spun around by Crayenventure.
Mike Crayenventure the tackle.
And Resendiz is down.
He hit the ground pretty hard there. Crayenventure tackled him by the legs and just threw him.
I don't know if Boyd is doing this on purpose, but he faked the handoff to Lemon right into his midsection. And it's almost like he didn't want to give it to him. Then he wound up giving it to Resendiz.
I'm not sure if Lemon wanted the ball actually himself.
The other Northeast Conference games today, Beverly is playing Danvers, Swampscott at Salem,
They're checking out
Marblehead,
Jim
and Gloucester. Next Saturday afternoon, the Vikings.
So far,
travel
Lynn
up the
Classical's
coast
option players work
to
pretty good. They've
Gloucester.
had,
That's
you know,
next Saturday
4 yards
afternoon,
in Winthrop has.
1:30, Winthrop and Gloucester, Newell Stadium in Gloucester.
Channel 3 offers adults from ages 18 to 75 complete training in TV production. No previous experience is necessary to take the video class. Call Mark Kelsey at 846-3400 from 1 to 11 and join the WCAT family. Jim Lederman, we missed the first interview we did at the end of the half, so we'll ask you again. It really wasn't a pretty first half, was it?
No, it certainly was a Mike Crayenventure show, and the Vikings put on 3 impressive drives, and hopefully they come out and score a few more touchdowns. I look for Dave Talent to open up his passing attack and to develop something that the Vikings need. Probably the more interesting thing halfway through the season here in the 5th game is the rejuvenated Revere High School Patriots defeated Peabody last night, and certainly every Winthrop fan looks at the paper on Saturday morning and wants to know how's Revere doing. It's a rivalry that everyone looks forward to. I grew up in Revere before moving to Winthrop, and I certainly look forward to the Revere Thanksgiving Day game. We defeated them 14 out of the last 15 years, but this certainly looks like a big year for Revere, and it's going to be interesting here on Thanksgiving Day. It'll be a great crowd, and I certainly look forward to it, and I certainly look forward to the broadcast from WCAT TV. But unfortunately, I'm going to be in Miami for the remaining portion of the weekend. I'm going to be at the Miami Notre Dame game. It's a great thrill to watch 2 of the finest football teams in the country playing for #1. So I won't watch your broadcast, Joe, but I look forward to Thanksgiving Day.
You'll have plenty of opportunities to watch it when you come back. He's Jim Lederman, voice of the Vikings, who caught a glimpse of us here in the press box. It is 2nd and 6 with 9:10 to go. The pitch is back to Jerome Jackson. And Jackson is brought down from behind. I think they got a face mask.
This looks like an intentional face mask.
There is a penalty marker on the play.
Hopefully Winthrop doesn't get the reputation of being a dirty team.
Referee's discussing what's going on.
Face mask.
Face mask it is on Winthrop. 5-yard penalty.
Face mask against the Vikings.
Steps up 2nd down and 2.
2nd down 2, Lynn Classical to
Classical at the
Winthrop.
37-yard
line.
14-0 our score. Vikings out on top. 2 Crayenventure runs. Going wide to this side, Dave Clark. That's Jackson again. Gets away from Genovese. Wong grabs him from behind.
Jackson
Out to
carried.
25-yard line.
Lilo
First
Wong
down.
brought him down. First down, Lynn Classical.
Good sign on the sidelines. Craig Wilson is standing there walking around. He looks pretty good. I'm not sure if they'll be back in yet.
At the Winthrop 25-yard line.
There you see information on our raffle to benefit the heating fund. Tickets available at the trestle stop at our building at 165 Winthrop Street, Brown's Drug Store in Center Beauty. Chances are 25 cents a piece. Hope you pick one up. Raffling off a Blue Hubbard Squash Turkey Holiday Basket. Again, one of those funny handoffs to Lemon, Will Lemon, I beg your pardon.
We'll wager right before the game.
Second down 9,
So it's
Lynn
second and 9.
Classical, the Winthrop 24-yard line.
They got it to the 24, so it's second and 9.
This is the first time Classical's been inside the 30-yard line today.
And they will, apparently unfamiliar territory for them, they're going to call a timeout. On second and 9, Classical will take their first of 5 timeouts. And we'll leave them with 4. Next week, we go to Salem. Back on the road the week after that, we go to Gloucester.
And back on the bleachers, too.
Yeah. Kind of nice to be in a press box for once.
Yeah.
The week after that, on the 4th of November, we will be back here at Miller Field for the game against Marblehead. It's going to be a 2 o'clock start if you're thinking of heading out over here. Well, the crowd filled in pretty nicely. It wasn't that much to start off, was it? Still a few empty chairs, not as much as it was.
It's a little more than half right now, capacity.
Second and 9. Boyd to throw, goes toward the corner. Almost picked off by Chris Palmer.
Boyd's pass broken up by Chris Palmer.
It was intended for Jeff Boyd. Palmer had a better shot at it than Boyd did.
Third down 9, Lynn Classical.
I wonder if they're brothers. Jeff and Ben Boyd, they're not brothers?
They're related to Oil Can.
Jim Bladerman thinks they're related to Oil Can. There's our score, 14-0. Vikings out on top. It is third down and 9. It gets back. It is fumbled. Intended for Kevin Aquino.
Classical says they have it again.
Lynn Classical has recovered the fumble.
Referees agree.
Fourth down, Lynn
Down at about
Classical.
11.
Well, Winthrop has had 9 penalties now for 75 yards. Majority of them being face mask and personal fouls today.
How many penalties? What's that again?
It is back to the 26 for Classical. Fourth down and 11 officially.
Hey, defense, ready to go!
Too close to punt, too far away from the field goal, so they'll go for it here on 4th and 11. Boyd again back to throw, dumps it over the middle. It is complete to the 20-yard line, far short of the first down.
Boyd's pass complete to Farah. First down with the Vikings. Ball is at the Winthrop 26-yard line.
And the Vikings will take over at the 26. Excuse me, that's 21. I beg your pardon. First down and 10. We've got 6:22 to go here in the third. And sends Sedano in motion. Hand off to Crayenventure. Had a hole up the middle.
Michael Crayenventure carry.
But Will Lemon tripped him up just as he got back to the line.
Will Lemon the stop.
Crayenventure fell forward to the 29-yard line. Gain of 3, second down and 7.
Second down 7. Ball is at the Winthrop 24-yard line.
Again, it's Krayenvinger. Pass away from Colin Boyd.
Mike Krayenvinger picked out the Vikings first down.
Almost always on second down they go to Krayenvinger. You can pretty much expect that in the Winthrop offense.
I don't know Winthrop like you do, but I expect Krayenvinger to play. Pass, run, punt, whatever.
Well, you haven't seen Talent go in. He's only passed about 3 times today.
First and 10. All just short of the 35. Winthrop has it. Popped into Sedano, and Sedano dropped him a ball. Loss of a couple on that play. Let's check in again with Jim Lederman.
Michael Krayenvinger brings back memories of Mark DiGregorio, same type of ball player. Mark went on to play at the University of Maine, set many records, 185 pounds, but the determination and strength and speed of this young man is just a credit to himself and how hard he's worked. I remember when he was a sophomore, 155 pounds, and certainly he's an all-Northeast Conference selection this year.
Hate to see this team without him. Krayenvinger midway through his final season, as many of these players are. About 22 of them are seniors. Talent gets the first down on the keeper.
David Talent has picked up the Winthrop first down.
He is the only, David Talent is the only Northeastern Conference quarterback who is not a senior, and he is, of course, the youngest Northeastern Conference quarterback. Certainly has impressed Fusillo.
Jim Lederman again checking in.
David Talent's got the speed of his father. I remember the show that he put on here in 1970, Ed McFarland's last game, Thanksgiving Day against Revere. Dave Talent put on quite a show, and the youngster has really gained tremendous poise in these 5 games so far. He's got a great future at Winthrop High.
He is a sophomore this year. We've got 2 more years if he stays healthy. He swings it out this side to Krayenvinger. Krayenvinger will get away from Colin Boyd across the 40-yard line.
Talent's pass complete to Krayenvinger.
It brings up 4th down and around 1. Up 14-0. Vikings are with 3:54 to go. Here in the 3rd.
Talent comes back in. They're going to go for it.
Fourth down and a long one. Vikings from their 43. Krayenvinger. Close.
They stopped them.
Krayenvinger, the ball carrier.
He's a couple feet behind the post.
Everyone up here seems to think he didn't make it. First down, Classical. Krayenvinger did not make it. More information on the raffle. The drawing will be on the November 11th. Chances are 25 cents apiece. You too can win a Blue Hubbard Squash Turkey Holiday Basket. Classical takes over. The Winthrop 43.
They keep Palmer and Boyd over there. He's going deep.
This is Ben Boyd. Over the middle. Looks for Dave Clark, and he caught it.
Boyd's pass. Complete to Clark. First down, the Classical.
So far, the Vikings have been able to put the clamps on Classical when they've gotten down this far. First and 10. Ben Boyd.
Clark is
Again to Clark. Nice play by
Boyd's
Sedano
pass
to tip it away.
intended for Clark, incomplete.
2nd and 10 back at the 27.
What?
Even 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Vikings out on top, 14-0.
I'm going to put Clark and Boyd up wide again.
This is Jeff Boyd that was wide. Ben Boyd, the quarterback. Matarazzo almost got him down. He runs away from Naoni. Crayenventure misses him. Luongo can't get him.
Boyd carry.
Finally, a couple of the Vikings get him down, but he may have got
Below
the first
one
down.
brought him down.
It's very close.
It is a first down.
First down, Lynn Classical.
They're at the 16-yard line. 17, I beg your pardon. 2:30 to go in the 3rd.
Winthrop defense has been effective inside the 20.
Just like that. Loa Wong wrapping up Jerome Jackson.
Lilo Wong brought him down.
Lost a couple of feet on the play. And Jim Lederman checking in again.
The Loa Wong putting on another tremendous afternoon. Every single game, he's been just a great ball player on defense, and it's a tribute to the effort of a great young kid putting out 100%. Every game he's been the unsung hero for Winthrop.
Going to depend on him more on offense with Monteleone out as well for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Will Lemon gets a hole up the middle. Nimbler trying to get him down.
Lemon carried.
There's another good option play. They seem to live right now today off the option play.
First and goal in Classical at the Winthrop 1-yard line.
And mark it at the 1 with 1:32 to go and running here in the 3rd. Classical close to scoring their first points of the game.
Nice score.
Ben Boyd has scored the Lynn Classical touchdown. The score, Winthrop 14, Lynn Classical 6.
Ben Boyd and a 1-yard keeper with 1:14 to go here in the 3rd. Makes it 14 to 6.
And they're going to go for the 2-point play. Look for Jackson to get it.
Another one of those dump plays over the middle they have. That's
The
no
extra
good.
point is no good. The score, Winthrop Vikings
Ben Boyd trying to
14,
hit Jeff Boyd.
Lynn Classical 6.
So with 1:14 to go here in the 3rd, Vikings out on top 14 to 6. The 2-point conversion is no good. We're in the 3rd quarter here at Miller Field. Now, for you local businesses, Channel 3 is offering your company the chance to sponsor the Winthrop High Game of the Week. This highly visible position will bring your business to the attention of over 5,500 homes at least 3 times a week. Underwriting Winthrop High varsity sports is cost-effective and is a community service at the same time. Channel 3 is a non-profit corporation dedicated to improving Winthrop through community access TV. For more information on how you can be a part of the action, get in contact with Mark Kelsey at 846-3400. You can use that same number to call if you'd like to join in our video production classes. No experience is necessary. You can call between 1 and 11 p.m. and join the WCAT video family. Jeff Boyd is set to kick off.
It's been a rather quiet Winthrop crowd so far this second half.
Talent and Crayenventure are deep for Winthrop.
Like last week's game, all the momentum has switched to the other side for the second half.
Davey takes a bouncer at about the 40, at the 30. They collision in the middle of that pile.
Jim Davey returned the kickoff.
Got it to about the 33. That's where they mark it.
First down, Winthrop Vikings at the Winthrop 33-yard line.
So with 1:07 to go, Vikings get the ball back in the third quarter. They lead it 14-6. Ben Boyd has just scored on a 1-yard run. The 2-point conversion was no good. And we have 1:14 to go. Here we are. You know, and Bob Lindquist holding the camera you're watching us through right now. Vikings have it first and 10 with 1:07 to go here in the third. Set up with Krayenvinger, Davey, and Sedano. It is Davey around this side.
Flags are down.
Davey is brought down by Colin Boyd.
Jim Davey carried. There were penalty markers on the play.
Classical was in the neutral zone. I'm sure they'll take the penalty.
Yep.
Bring up first down at 5. On to 39 of Winthrop. They will have it first and 5. I don't know if my heart can take another game like we had last week. And more contact made. So he fell over like he was shot.
Jumped the gun a little bit, I think.
Get offside Classical. 37 seconds to go in the third. Jim Lederman.
As you mentioned, Joe, the game last week was certainly one of the most exciting games I've ever witnessed here in Miller Field. Brought back memories of basically probably the 3 most exciting Winthrop games that I've ever seen. The Super Bowl year of '83 when we made a great comeback, Steve Stafford scoring a touchdown with less than a minute to play to continue the 33-game unbeaten streak at Gloucester. Last year's victory against Danvers, and once again last week against Danvers. Those are 3 of the most thrilling games that I've ever witnessed at Winthrop.
Krayenvinger stopped by Lex Thornton at the 45.
Michael Krayenvinger carried.
Gain of 1 to bring up 2nd and 9, and a timeout is called by Winthrop. That's their first of the half, leaves them with 4. Oh, excuse me, quarter ran out. That's what you get for not paying attention. End of 3, 2nd and 9. Winthrop will have it. They lead it 14-6.
Only had 1 carry.
As we have come to the end of the third and about to start the final 11 minutes of the game. Channel 3's coverage of Vikings Football 89 is being sponsored in part by Century 21 Harbor Real Estate. Put number 1 to work for you. By Boyd Insurance Agency Incorporated. Boyd is an independent insurance agent working for you. By Viking Oil. For many years, Viking Oil has been Winthrop's home oil leader, providing 24-hour service. And by Berkshire Spring Water, direct from the clear, bubbling depths of Pure Mountain Springs. Berkshire Spring Water. Donors support Winthrop Community Access Television, TV by and for Winthrop. Please thank them and mention you saw them here on WCAT.
Michael Krayenvinger has run now for 18 carries for 94 yards and 1 pass for 10 yards.
Fourth quarter action just about set to get underway. Vikings in the lead, 14-6, alongside of Martin Annette. I'm Joe Murphy. We hope you're having fun here at Miller Field today. Today, of course, being the 14th of October. Next week, we go to Salem. Take on the improved Witches. They're Super Bowl contenders as of last week. Vikings have it now in their own 45. Just about set to start the fourth quarter. 2nd down at 9.
That's right.
Talent again to Krayenvinger. Flags come down.
Michael Krayenvinger carried. There is a penalty marker on the play.
Looks like it's against Winthrop.
Holding infraction against the Vikings.
Dante Genovese was holding.
Now, I might want to decline this penalty if I were Classical, make it 3rd and 9 rather than 2nd and 14. How about you?
Slightest. Not sure Classical will.
The referees are talking over with them.
Well, so far they've just practically taken every penalty, and it's worked.
Classical will back it up. 10-yard penalty.
Open your run!
That's got to be close to 100. Yeah, that's got to be close to 100 yards, right?
So it sets up 2nd down and 19. Tack on the holding penalty.
Yeah, I think, well, now it's 85.
Yeah. 10 penalties for 80 yards.
Sends Sedano in motion. Talent with the fake to Kramer. Throws over this side. Almost picked off by Jeff Boyd.
Talent's pass intended for
Looking for
Jeff
Naone.
Naone, incomplete. 3rd down, 19, Vikings.
Naone didn't seem in the area, though, that Talent was passing to.
With 3rd and long, Jim Lederman will check in again.
We need this victory because we are on the road the next 2 weeks, and certainly next week we travel to Bertram Field to play Kenny Perone's Salem team, and I've been told by many people they're the 2nd best team in the conference. So we need a big victory here this afternoon just to get some momentum going.
I can't say that.
Salem is one of the Super Bowl contenders in Division II as Talent goes back to throw. Over the middle, looks for Sedano, he couldn't hang on to it.
David Talent's pass intended for number 23. Carmen Sedano incomplete. 4th down, 19, Vikings.
For the Vikings.
Just give him one. Just give him the ball.
Again, Larry Bronya sitting out a 1-game suspension for getting tossed out of last week's game. Chris Palmer will kick it away. Going back is Jerome Jackson.
We remember Danvers came from the same deficit last week to win it. We don't want them to win this year.
And we're down by 14 in the 3rd as well. High kick goes over the height of the press box. Fair catch by Jackson at the
Chris
39.
Palmer's punt has been down by Jackson. 1st down, Lynn Classical.
10:03 to go. Classical down by 8. 14-6 is our score. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Should be grateful he took the fair catch. David was coming at him about 100 miles an hour.
Well, if you have a question or a comment about WCAT program, if you want to know when the program is scheduled, give us a call at 846-3400. We should apologize for the poor quality of last week's game. Something was wrong with our video recording deck. Hope it worked out better this week. Ben Boyd, back to pass, throws to the far side. It is incomplete. He's looking for Jeff Boyd.
Boyd's pass intended for Boyd, incomplete.
Nimblett was in the area.
2nd down, 10, Lynn
Classical seeming to
Classical.
switch his style of offense to a more passing game now.
They are behind, but they still have a little bit of time to go. 2nd and 10. Classical on their own 39. Whistles blow as they hand it off to Jerome Jackson. Illegal motion against Classical, so that will back them up 5 yards.
Illegal motion against Lynn Classical.
Back now to the 34, just side of 35. 2nd down and 15 it'll be. 9:52 to go here in the 4th. Vikings up 14-6. 2 Crayon Venture runs, 11 and 1 yard. Ben Boyd, 1 yard run of his own here in the 3rd. And that's where we stand here in the 4th quarter. Boyd over the middle. Oh, Jeff Boyd. Had it, dropped it.
Boyd's pass
We had a clear
incomplete.
ceiling too, had he caught it. He had Palmer beat and he only had Nimblett to beat too to score.
That's up 3rd and 15 with 9:45 to go in the 4th. Again, Classical at their own 35. Big test for the Vikings defense here. Hand it off to Jackson. There was Eric Johnson who nailed him in the backfield.
Johnson carried for Classical. 4th down, 15, Lynn Classical. Ball is at the Classical 35-yard line.
Still 4th down and 15. Classical down by 8 with 9:17 to go.
I don't think they're going to try any trick plays here, considering that if they do get tackled in a 4th down situation, Winthrop will be inside the 30-yard line.
And considering they've tried trick plays before and they've blown it. On 4th down and about
Boyd
28.
in punt formation, Sonato deep for Winthrop.
Ben Boyd. Setting up to punt. They give it to Will Lemon in the backfield. There's a fumble with the ball.
It wasn't a very smart play on Classical to do that. I think it would have been better just had they just punted it off.
1st down, Winthrop Vikings. Ball is at the Lynn Classical.
Classical seems to be digging their own grave right now.
Line.
Not very smart football we're seeing by the boys in white, green, and gold. The good news is the Vikings now have it 1st and 10 on the 37 of Classical. Talented Grand Venture right up the middle, not much of a problem
Michael Grand Venture got the ball.
Yes, to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Score here by Winthrop could put it away. Again to Crayon Venture.
Mike Crayon Venture carried.
On the line, gained a couple. Officials are checking to see if it is a 1st down. It is.
They'll probably keep a good thing going and just give it up to Crayon Venture.
7:47 to go. And running. Vikings 1st and 10 at the Classical 27. Flags fly down. Crayon Venture gets the handoff from Talent. He's still on his feet, racing toward the corner. He'll score. But there are flags down. No one has signaled touchdown yet.
There was a flag on Winthrop. It was a legal procedure.
Illegal procedure against the Vikings.
So procedure against Winthrop will bring it back to the 32. 1st down and 15.
That play was planned to give it out to Crayon Venture. He would have gone off to the right. In front of him, he would have had Wong and Davey in front of him. That play has worked inside the 30. They've done it a couple of times.
I didn't hear the whistles blow after they threw the flags, did you? 1st and 15.
They'll do the same thing.
Crayon Venture keeps it this time. Gets some great blocking in front by Wong, and Crayon Venture gets his way down to 25.
David Talent carried.
Talent following Wong and Crayon Venture's block. As you see, more information on the Channel 3 raffle that we're having. Tickets available at the Trussell Stop Bar building at 165 Winthrop Street, Brown's Drug Store, and Center Beauty. Jim Lederman up by 8. 6:42 to go.
We need a drive to put this game away.
In the middle of it right now. It's Talent to Crayon Venture. Gets a hold on the left side. Breaks away from a couple of tackles and finally brought down close to the 10-yard line.
Nobody seems to want to put Crayon Venture down. He just seems to slip out of everybody's hands.
1st down.
And he almost had no blocking there, too.
But another penalty is bringing it back. Oh, a clipping penalty drives it back to the 34.
Whipping penalty against the Vikings.
Second and 14. Referee stop the clock as the Vikings take a timeout. They have 4 to go. 6:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Vikings up 14-6, and Jim Lederman, nobody seems to want this game.
Well, it's just undisciplined football. The Vikings have committed too many penalties. They should have 3 or 4 touchdowns. The ball game should be over. It's just unfortunate. They've committed, I believe, 13 or 14 penalties, well over 100 yards, and at all critical times. That individual effort on the last play by Mike Prayenventure was just, he was so determined to get into the end zone. It's such a shame that penalties have hurt this drive, and once again, he continues to put himself into the annals as one of the best backs to wear a Winthrop uniform. Michael was close to 500 yards halfway through the season, and I hope he continues to be healthy the remaining portion of the season, and hopefully he can have a few more touchdowns and reach that 1,000-yard plateau.
It'd be nice in his senior season.
Well, he's certainly one of the best backs in the conference, and it's a tribute to a kid who's worked so hard to build himself up. He's a great leader, and I certainly hope he can cross that end zone many more times in a Winthrop uniform. He's a great football player.
Classical trying to give it to Winthrop, but Winthrop doesn't seem too interested in taking it. 6:11 to go in the fourth. It is second and 14 from the 34. Talent drops back, keeps it, goes up the middle, gets close to the 30.
Carry.
It'll be second and about 14, or third down at about 14 rather. At the 31.
Third down 14 Vikings. Ball is at the Lynn Classical 30-yard line.
He's probably going to bring 3 guys out of the outside. He's going to put Matarazzo and Naoni.
5:35 and running here in the fourth. Vikings up 14-6. Allen goes down to the middle, looks for Naoni. He made the catch, but he got knocked loose.
David Talon's pass intended for number 82. Naoni incomplete.
Good pass by Talon. It was right on the nose. Naoni got hit right at the last second. Coughed it up.
Grabbing his ribs just underneath his left arm.
Probably gotten speared by a helmet.
So it's 4th and 14 with 5:20 to go. Back to the 31.
4th down 14. Vikings.
Allen looking for Matarazzo. Makes a catch. Tried to pitch it back to Prayenventure. Still, they blow it dead.
Pass completion, right? Completion is good.
It was complete to Matarazzo. There's no flag signaling an illegal forward pass. And the pitch back was good. He was probably
Dave
just down.
Talon's pass complete to Chris Matarazzo.
Well, the play was dropped dead right after he had dropped the hook and it's a hook and lateral play.
They rule at his knee, touchdown. With 5:11 to go, looks like Classical will take over, Jim Lederman. Nobody wants this game.
They've given him every opportunity in the book to win a game, and this is Classical's last chance. Let's see what they can do. The Winthrop defense must get to the Benny Boyd, the Lynn Classical quarterback. You know he's going to open up in this drive. This is a crucial part of the game. It's just unfortunate that so many penalties have prevented this Winthrop team from putting this game away at an early stage.
Certainly have their chances. Referees over to talk to Coach Pasillo at the bench.
gonna go talk with the classical coach now.
What's going on here? We're in the fourth quarter. The officials are talking something over with both benches.
The defensive unit is out there.
Bringing back to the original line of scrimmage. Also caught the ball, didn't he? Oh, they're ruling it's incompletion when they must rule it was incomplete when he pitched it back.
Play it over, ref, if you made a mistake.
Well, the Vikings are going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, they ruled it an incomplete pass. It should have been marked down where Matarazzo caught the
But
ball.
it was 4th down and 14, though. If it was incomplete, it should be Classical's ball.
Referees are probably deciding whether to replay the down. So right now the scoreboard says 4th and 14.
They're about as confused as we are. I saw something like this in Beverly a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
when you pick it up. Okay. Yeah.
Jim Lederman, do you know what's going on here?
The referees have certainly controlled these last two periods. I'm as confused
Wouldn't it be right
as
there where
everyone's in the
Matarazzo
stadium
caught?
this afternoon.
The referees are breaking up and they're talking to the Lynn Classical bench.
He wasn't there. He caught it. He was still up and he gave it up.
We've got 5:11 to go here in the fourth. And again, we'd like to thank Harbor Real Estate, Viking Oil, Berkshire Spring Water, and Boyd Insurance for making our coverage on Vikings Football 89 possible. This game was one they had to win, especially after losing to Danvers. I'm sure practice must have really been fun last week.
They need to get their confidence, and they need a victory to certainly go into the last half of the season. We hit the road to play Salem next week, Gloucester the following week. Always two very tough trips. And then we've got 3 great games to end the season. The big rivalry, Swampscott and Marblehead. Those are two teams that throughout the years, when I played against Swampscott and Marblehead, those are the 2 biggest rivalries when I was in high school, and they continue to be that way. There's going to be 2 great games here, and of course, we're going to end up the season against Thanksgiving Day against Revere. So they need this victory very, very badly, Joe.
They're going to replay the down right now.
Brings back memories of Beverly. 4th and 14. Talent looks to throw over the middle, almost intercepted by Will Levin, and if it was, he would have run all the way down Main Street.
So many missed opportunities by Lynn Classical.
Correction for Chris Matarazzo, incomplete. First down, Lynn Classical.
So now Classical will have it first down and 10 with 5:03 to go. Not one of the best executed football catches we've seen here. Everybody having a bad game here. Both teams, referees.
The thing about that drop was that Lemon was their leading receiver for Classical.
Classical 1st and 10. 5 minutes even to go. And Boyd looked to pass, gets chased out of the pocket, runs into Genovese and got grabbed from behind by Luongo. Or Wong, excuse me.
Benny Boyd carried, brought down by Leo Wong. Timeout, Lynn Classical.
Classical takes another timeout. That leaves them with 3. Assuming that we're having a good day and the count is correct. Can you remember a game that really was as poorly played as this?
No, but as I sit in the Bob Reamer press box, it only brought back memories of a comment that Bob Reamer would make in a game like this, that he was just so anxious for the game to win. He had his work in front of him every Saturday afternoon after devoting so many years to writing for Winthrop Football. He would trek into the Boston Globe to work until late in the night. They've never seen a person love high school football as much as Bob Reamer, and I think of him many, many times, and especially when I sit in the press box here at Miller Field in the Bob Reamer press box. Everyone, especially me, misses him a lot.
Bob Reamer press box, of course, in need of repair as much as he loved this thing. Forgot to mention last week, if people want to donate money, how do they go about it to fix this thing up?
Well, we're going to have a very big fundraising drive at the end of the year. Once the football season's over, Coach Fusillo and myself, and we're going to hope to rebuild the stands and the Bob Weaver press box. It will be a combined effort of so many people, and hopefully when we return here next year in 1990, you'll see beautiful aluminum stands and a new Bob Weaver press box with the entire cooperation of the town of Winthrop and the athletic department and every ex-Winthrop football player.
Great way for you at home to pay tribute to a great man, Bob Reamer, by contributing to the fund to get the press box set up again. A handoff goes nowhere for Lynn Classical. Jackson carried it. They have lost a couple. It's 3rd down and 11 the way they're setting it up. At the 30 with 4:20 and running here in the 4th. Dave Clark and Jeff Boyd, left and right. They go to Jeff Boyd. It's complete.
And he coughs it up.
Coughed it up. It is incomplete, I think. He caught it in the air. He has to come down with it.
Boyd's pass.
He got hit by Palmer.
Incomplete.
And that jarred the ball loose. Sets up 4th down and 11 with 4:03 to go. Back at the 30-yard line. Winthrop up 14-6.
And who's to say what Lynn Classical is going to do now on a 4th and 11? Last time they tried the shuffle pass.
Sedano is going back just in case. Now he runs back toward the far side. 4th and 11. They're going to go for it here. Boyd firing. There's no one there for Classical.
Benny Boyd's pass incomplete.
Nobody within about 25 yards
Vikings.
of where the ball landed.
Not even a Winthrop player. You might have been looking for that cheerleader on crutches over there for the English sidelines. Classical giving it to Winthrop. Winthrop giving it to Classical. No one wants to seem to score, Jim Lederman.
3:56, they can put this game away. We need a long drive here. Classical has given us so many opportunities. We've had so many, but once again, penalties have dominated this game. Let's hope they can put another touchdown on the board and come out of here with a victory.
They have it now, 1st and 10 on the 30. It is to Cranventure, across the 30, down near the 28-yard line.
Mike Cranventure, the ball carrier.
As bad as Lynn Classical is, Winthrop hasn't been able to capitalize on pretty much anything that Lynn Classical has given up in turnovers.
Yes, as we check in again with Jim Lederman.
I'll still maintain my prediction that Lynn English will not lose a football game this year. The toughest game that I predict will be the next to last game of the year when they play Beverly at Beverly, which should decide the Northeast Conference Championship.
Cranventure again, up the middle, across to the 20-yard line.
Mike Cranventure carried.
Near a 1st down. Officials let them have it.
It's a good chance for Winthrop to just run down the clock and still get a touchdown, not giving any Classical any chance to go back down the field.
Classical sensing that, they call a timeout. With 2:58 to go, that'll leave them with 2.
Winthrop also has the timeouts on their side in case anything bad happens. They got 4 timeouts.
Very poorly played football game.
On both sides.
Just looking at the moment that Coach Fusillo will not have to hang himself, so you get a look at the score, as he predicted early on. He did say in Jim Lederman's column in the transcript that he would be reevaluating some of his starters.
Oh, well, this game he didn't seem to move anybody new in, other than the fact that Lowell Long had come in as fullback for Monteleone, but it had to be given. Long came in for Davey when he was hurt in the 2nd game of the year.
Talent talking with Coach Fusillo about this. Officials will signal it ready for play. We're in a hurry. comes in for Wong. First and 10. Delay of game it is.
Delay of the game penalty against the Vikings.
First and 15. As they mark it back to the 25-yard line. With 2:58 to go, Jim Lederman.
This is a game where Joe Monteleone certainly would have scored a touchdown, and his loss for the remaining 4 or 5 weeks is going to be devastating to this Winthrop team. Not only was he a good offensive player, but he was a great defensive player, and we're going to miss Joey Monteleone.
Missing him already. They give to Crayenvenger. Crayenvenger slips away from Boyd. Slips away from another one. And Colin Boyd is finally able to drag him down.
Crayenvenger carried.
Classical will take another timeout with 2:45 to go.
Crayenvenger had almost nowhere to go. He had no blockers in front of him, and he had 3 guys coming right at him. His strength seems to be going to the right side when he does have blockers.
He was able to get 1 out of that, so it's 2nd down and 14. And again, we'd like to thank Century 21 Harbor Real Estate, Boyd Insurance Agency, Viking Oil, and Berkshire Spring Water for making it possible for us to tote all of our equipment down here so that we can bring you Vikings Football 89. Next week, we travel to Bertram Field in Salem. Hope you will join us out there. Later, you will, of course, be there covering it for the transcript.
If you want to see a great and exciting football team, the Salem Witches, coached by Kenny Perrone, the mastermind of the Northeast Conference, you'll never see more offenses than you see at Bertram Field, and I've been told that Salem's got a great football team, second only in the Northeast Conference, so I look for a wide-open football game. It's always interesting when you go to Bertram Field and see a Salem football team.
Witches are contending for the Super Bowl in Division II. They are somewhere in the top 10. I'm not exactly sure where. Talent on 2nd and 14, rolling out to this side. Gets a couple of blockers in front of him, but he's brought down by John carried.
So far, an impressive day for Crayenvenger. He has had 20 carries for 120 yards, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 touchdowns. It certainly makes my player of the game over the year.
I don't see why not. He's done his part.
3rd down, 12 Vikings.
One of the reasons why he is captain of the team.
21-yard line.
This game has been so poorly played by both teams. And the Vikings will take another timeout. That leaves them with 3. With 2:07 to go here in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 12.
David.
As I talk this over, we'll remind you that WCAT offers adults from 18 to 75 complete training in TV production. You don't need any previous experience to take the video class. Small, fun, and hands-on. Topics include portable equipment, such as the one we have down here, camcorders, audio, lighting, editing, computer graphics, studio productions, directing, and a whole lot more. After you complete the class, you can use Channel 3 equipment to produce community programs, such as this one, and we certainly need the bodies. Call 846-3400 from 1 to 11 and join the WCAT video family. It is 3rd down and 12 with 2:07 to go. What has been a very poorly played football game by both teams.
I don't think I've seen the ball like beyond the 40 and the 20-yard line so far in this 4th quarter. So for the time that Lynn Classical quarterback threw it over to the 30-yard line on the other side here.
Come on, Winthrop!
3rd and 12. On the Classical 22, they give to Crayenvenger. Nice to go up the middle. Maybe 2 or 3. Now you get across the 20, all the way to the 17-yard line, and Classical will take what I think
Classical calls timeout.
is going to be their final timeout. Winthrop still has 3, if my statistics are correct. As you see, they are in the lead, 14-6. We've also hit the 2-minute warning. I don't know what to say, Jim Lederman.
Seems this last period has taken a half an hour to play. I hope I can
Get home for supper?
well, I've got my report to do on WESX. I hope I can get that in before the program's over.
You're on there every Sunday, correct? every Saturday. WESX Radio 1230 for the voice of the Vikings. And as always, in the Sun transcript when it comes out every Wednesday. Sun again ducks behind the clouds. We have 2 minutes left to go. Vikings out on top 14-6. Have it 4th down and 8 on the Classical 17. Does Coach Fusillo feel that Davey can get a field goal from here, Mark?
Well, he hasn't gone to Davey yet this year, and yes, he is confident though that Davey could get a field goal.
But they run a play. Talent gets grabbed and spun
David
around
Talent
behind.
carried.
Colin Boyd in at the tackle.
Boyd brought him down.
Now, Lynn Classical has to hurry. They have no timeouts left.
Classical has no time left. According to my calculations, they don't, but don't trust
There's
those.
a minute 53 left.
1st and 10 from the 25. Classical rather needs the touchdown and the 2 to tie. They will send 3 wide receivers from the far side. Lex Thornton is coming over here. 1st and 10, 1:53 to go. Boyd fires it high. Goes through the hands of Jeff Boyd.
There were 3 receivers over there.
Boyd to Boyd.
You don't want to have that many in the same area like that, do you?
No, it went right through Boyd's hands, and he did not notice it until about right before it was about to hit him.
Ball is at the Classical.
1:46 to go. They mark it back to the 35. The 25, I beg your pardon. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 1:46 left. Clock is stopped in the incompletion. Boyd goes over the middle. Intercepted by Luongo! And the Vikings have it at the 35.
Luongo was intercepted. Boyd aerial.
He was trying to pass it off to Jerome Jackson, and right in front of Jerome was Steve Luongo.
1st down with the Vikings. Ball is at the Lynn Classical.
It's at the
36-yard line.
That should about do it, but I'm not so sure the way it's been going so far.
This game should not have gone down in the last couple of minutes.
No. Jim Waiterman, do you think so?
Great individual effort by Steve Luongo, who's played a tremendous football game. We could use him in the backfield to carry that pig screen. He played quite well last year in the first game.
They give Nick Ray an injury. Slips away from Colin Boyd. Makes something around the left side.
He tries to stay in bounds. He tries to stay in bounds to keep the clock going.
He did.
Mike Prayenventure carry.
1:23 and running. Classical is out of timeouts. Now it's 2nd and 5. Vikings look as if they've got this one in the bag. It's at the 31-yard line.
The crowd begins
2nd
to leave
down
now.
5 Vikings. Lynn Classical. 30-yard line.
1 minute even to go and running. It goes inside. Talent keeps it.
David Talent carry.
One more down and it'll pretty much do it.
The officials will call timeout. Abel Marquise is down for English. It'll be 3rd and 3, 41 seconds to go. So it looks as if the Vikings will go to 2 and 3 on the season as they head for Salem. We'll join you there next week.
Vikings' next game is next Saturday afternoon.
I'll be getting the file
Winthrop
out.
Field in Salem.
There you go, look at the cheerleaders. Hello,
Next
girls.
Saturday afternoon, 1:30.
They seem happy about it.
Classical managed to stop the clock there, 41 seconds left.
It look at the cheerleaders. Their names again: Jennifer Lombardo, Wendy McLean, Terry Boncory, Kristen Vecchia, Nadine Sarah, Stacy Carroll, Tara Fothergill, Heather Forrestal, Robin G. Ambroni, Colleen Christopher, captains Jennifer Graham and Kelly Shea. 1989 Viking cheerleaders. Yeah, wave, kids. Third and 3 with 41 seconds to go. Marquise wants off under his own power. And they wind the clock again with 40 seconds and running.
Lynn item star of the day, right?
Vikings' next home game is going to be on November the 4th. They will take on Marblehead. It'll be a 2 o'clock start.
This should pretty much do it right here.
Talent falling it, buddy.
David Talent carry.
Got pulled down by Will Lemon. Back to the 34-yard line, and that should take care of it. 12 seconds and running. Vikings are now 2 and 3. As the band begins to play Na Na Hey Hey Goodbye. That's it.
14, Lynn Classical 6.
Gotta give a lot of credit to Michael Cravenger.
Yes, sir.
He made up for what Marleone wasn't.
And made up for the rest of the team's faults, too. Both teams trying like heck to give it away, but it's the Vikings who wind up with it. I'm sure they'll take it. And Coach Fusillo, who earlier said he would hang himself if they didn't win this one,
He can live another week.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. You watch the teams shake hands at midfield. Our final score once again, Vikings win it. They now are 2 and 3, 14-6 over the Lynn Classical Rams. That takes care of it. You see the crew and the cast of Channel 3. Again, we thank Century 21 Harbor Real Estate, Boyd Insurance, Viking Oil, and Berkshire Spring Water for making WCAT's presentation of Vikings Football 89 possible. Our final score, once again, Vikings win this one 14-6 for Mark Nanette and for everybody here at WCAT. I'm Joe Murphy. We thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week from Bertram Field in Salem. Until then, so long, everybody. Vikings Football is brought to you by WCAT volunteers and by the following businesses. We're pleased to thank and welcome back Century 21 for their second straight year of Vikings Football 89. Century 21 Harbor Real Estate at 2 Revere Street, McGee's Corner. Whether you're selling, buying, or renting, call us first at 846-7420. Century 21 put number 1 to work for you at 846-7420. We also welcome back Boyd Insurance Agency Incorporated. For all your insurance needs, whether they be home, life, health, auto, or boat. Boyd is an independent agent working for you. Boyd is at 2 Revere Street, above Century 21, at 846-9728. Boyd Insurance Agency, Incorporated. 846-9728. WCAT welcomes Viking Oil, now located in their new building at 120 Bank Street. Viking Oil is a leader in Winthrop business and pledges 24-hour service to Winthrop. You should not have to pay full price for full service. Viking Oil, dedicated to Winthrop's Viking spirit. Call Viking Oil at 846-4361. Now available for delivery in Winthrop. Nature's purest drinking water. Berkshire Spring Water. From mountain springs of the Berkshires. Positively no additives. Analyzed every week. You can't find any pure water. An enterprise of Viking Oil. Call Berkshire Spring Water at 539-0700.